We're going right back live. Guys, get your friends. Get them to tweet about this. Get on Facebook. Talk about the amazing matches that are going on. We have a ZVZ going on. MLG, Tal'Darim Alter. And let's do some player intros.
On the top left, in the red, playing as the Zerg, we've got Suppy.
From Team Check 6.
And in the top right position as the Zerg, we have got dKiLLeR.
From Dignitas in the yellow.
In the
another
yellow.
ZVZ. And I'm really curious about this map choice out of Suppy. One of the big things.
Yeah, it's true. What does he want to do as 11 on this big, huge, massive thing?
So one of the interesting things here is that you cannot block this ramp with queens, which we saw dKiLLeR do very effectively to stop Suppy's aggression in the last game.
So there we go. We're leading towards thinking that this is going to play better for the 11.
I do think so. And look at this,
we see
the
it.
extractor trick. He's up at 11 supply.
Yeah.
Are we going to see that 11 pool?
I hope he does it again. I want to see all the permutations of this that he can do.
I think he's going to 11 pool again.
That would be amazing. He's waiting for it. He is waiting for it.
Absolutely. He's going to throw it down. There it is, the 11 pool.
Excellent.
He's going to extractor trick again and then do an 11 gas because that is his build order. There we go. Come on, Suppy. You got to start that next drone.
There he goes.
Yep. And the cancel. Or
He
maybe
might just leave that up.
Lets that finish.
Yeah, to get the speed fast. Yep.
And, ooh, look at this. Out of dKiLLeR going hatch first on this map. Oh, dKiLLeR, you are a cheeky, you are a nerd baller going hatch first on this map. That is so risky.
Yeah.
And
Overlord for Suppy is scouting the right way though, and he might be able to get in relatively early to spot this. We shall see. But I'm kind of excited here. Now we don't see the spawning pool yet, and dKiLLeR's already up to 16.
Yeah, dKiLLeR actually taking gas first. So his spawning pool is going to be very delayed. Finally going down. I mean, we're almost at the 3-minute mark here, guys.
And the queen's a third of the way done in Suppy's base, and you can see this is what Suppy's big sell is about the 11, is you get that queen first, you get a full extra vomit out of all those larvae before the opponent, and that's what he loves about the ZVZ, and that's what I like too.
Speed already started. So, you know, Suppy, I would say Suppy is in a commanding position right now.
Yeah, if he wants to be aggressive, there's not going to be much dKiLLeR can do here for a minute.
Making 4 lings, and look at this, the pool for dKiLLeR not even finished.
Yeah.
Speed already on its way. You know, dKiLLeR's speed will be probably at least 20 to 30 seconds behind. dKiLLeR, though, should have the gas as soon as his pool pops to start speed. Does he do that? Looks like yes, he will. Speed going down there for him. And Suppy's got his first lings out. Suppy with the Baneling Nest already on the way, poaching out with these 4 lings. He knows where his opponent is. He saw that he went hatch first. And Suppy probably is feeling pretty good in this situation.
Yeah, that's why you see 10 lings in production right now.
He's making 10 Zerglings.
Oh, yeah. This is going to get ugly fast here with the Baneling Nest popping and the 10 lings coming out all at the same time. 4 lings are going to hit the front here.
I think
and
one of the
nothing back.
The coolest things to note about this opening is that these 4 lings actually get to your opponent's base at the same time that and they're all Baneling now.
Nice.
But they go down they hit the opponent's base at the same time a 14-14 would. But your opponent doesn't know that your speed is super earlier. And look at this out of Suppy.
Speed already done. There it is.
Speed
Finally
already done.
popping.
He's coming in. He's got the aggressive opening.
That is a lot of gear, folks. That is a lot of gear right now about to hit.
Suppy getting 3 hits on a lot of this. Baneling's coming in. Some big hits.
Yeah.
That Spinecrawler's going to fall.
Not quite going as well as I thought it would go, though, Gwin. There's not much. There's not much damage done to the income, I would say. Well, did he lose all of those?
Queens are actually super good. The Baneling Nest just now started for dKiLLeR. His speed has finished up, so it's going to be Speedling versus Speedling unless Suppy makes Banelings. And then, of course, Banelings are super good. Suppy with more lings on the way. 8 more in production. 6 Zerglings getting morphed. He has the Speedlings there to defend them.
Oh, boy.
And that's a ticking time bomb to be DPSing there.
I know, that's what I'm waiting for. Waiting for it to pop. And that 4 Banelings right there is going to be enough to do some pretty serious damage. Oh, not with that spine up, I suppose, in the queens.
And the 2 queens.
Yeah. Okay, one of the Banes goes down, and looks like Suppy's going to have to back off. And now things aren't looking so good for Suppy in this situation. He's still able to keep the pressure on, but I feel like dKiLLeR's got things under control with those queens and that spine crawler at the front.
It will be a lot harder to be defensive or be aggressive, and the baneling's going down now for dKiLLeR, so dKiLLeR is now going to stabilize. I feel he's starting to make drones. He feels safe to do so again.
Sure.
And Suppy making 10 more lings. Oh, but look at this. dKiLLeR getting 2 lings into the base of Suppy, morphing in some banelings. Suppy needs to take care of those, but he doesn't know about them.
Oh, he's a gangster.
This could be the end of this series right here. Those 2 banelings.
I know, we just have to watch with bated breath here as Suppy is sending lings into the expansion of dKiLLeR, but we're going to keep our eye here, and we're going to watch this baneling hit and see what happens. That was a lot. That was 5 of them.
Quite a bit. Suppy does not want to lose drones there.
Yeah.
And Suppy at the same time definitely came in, lost some units there. He's going to sneak these lings into the main. What is he going to be able to do, though? There's a spine still there. He won't even be able to snipe the queen. Suppy getting a scout, though, sees how few drones his opponent has. Will he be able to pick off any? Yes, 1 goes down.
Wow.
Let's take a look at those units lost.
Yeah.
So 5 workers killed for dKiLLeR, 2 for Suppy. And Suppy's expansion finally going up super, super late. And I feel like if dKiLLeR just made a whole bunch of lings right now, he might just be able to waltz in and win the game. And with the banelings moving out aggressively, that might be what he's doing.
Let's keep our eye on that production tab for a second here and see what he's going to send out. Too bad he's supply blocked right now. Suppy, though, he's got the extra hatch coming. He's droning a little bit, and he's making 5 defensive banelings.
He sees this coming. He knows what's up. He needs to keep these banelings alive so they can morph. Hatch is going to take a little bit of damage. Here come the banelings from Suppy versus the banelings of dKiLLeR. The baneling at half health because it takes 2 baneling hits to kill 1 baneling of your opponent. Those banelings nullify each other. And I think Suppy should be able to clean this up just fine. But a lot of units expended for both players. What is dKiLLeR doing, though? He has taken the supply lead heavily with his droning. Let's take a look at those units tab. 35 drones to 20. That is huge at this point in the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, he made the choice. He made the choice for the eco play rather than the additional Zerglings there, Gwyn. And I think it was the right one. He has the early hatch. And earlier the tables turned when he stopped that big initial baneling rush from Suppy. So I'm still liking dKiLLeR in a big way here. Can't wait for the next tech path to happen, though. As dKiLLeR finishes up in dKiLLeR's base, we could see a clue or 2 about that here shortly.
Suppy grabbing the layer as well. The Spire going down for dKiLLeR, so he really likes his Mutalisk play. I think on this map it's especially strong. There's so much room behind the natural and to sneak into the main as well. Suppy continuing to be active with some of these lings. What has he got going on? He's making drones. Spire, though, a third of the way done. So I would say this is pretty scary for Suppy. His drone count is really low, even with him increasing it. I mean, 28 to 46. I think that says the whole story there, and the supply count greatly in his favor as well. dKiLLeR now making a ton of lings. Probably going to try and be aggressive with that. He's throwing down the spines at the front as well.
3 spines at the front, a couple defensive banelings, and he's just going to take his lings across the map. I like this. This is good. Suppy's going to check in, though, and see what's happening at the front of the base. Runs into dKiLLeR's lings on the way over, though, and they're going to have to retreat back.
And this baneling is actually trapped behind these morphing ones. That's actually a huge deal. He needs that baneling to try and be aggressive against these lings, but it's trapped in there.
Yeah, totally, man.
And he's going to lose some more workers before finally... Is he gonna be, oh, and those lings...
He almost microed those banelings perfectly. Suppy almost cut him off, but he didn't quite do it. Ooh, and he doesn't want to give up his next test path, so he cancels.
He did cancel.
Yeah.
And I believe that was the infestation pit going down.
Yeah, lings are in, though, and they're able to take up plenty of APM here from Suppy. I don't see any counterattacks taking place at all either. This is all just Suppy playing D.
Out of Suppy. He's actually going for a Nidus network.
Nice.
But there are 3 Mutalisks on the way. They're already Mutalisks out. I think this is going to be GG as soon as Suppy sees these. I don't see any way he's going to be able to hold this. We have roaches in production, but there's only a single queen.
It looks like he's going to try to drop that Nidus in the main there, but I think you're right here, Gwyn. With these mutas hitting right now, dropping this queen, and being able to take down some of these roaches here, it looks like the GG.
And the GG out of Suppy. So that 11 pool opening, super aggro, but not paying off. unable to do the damage required, and Suppy knocked out in the semifinals.
Suppy!
So we're going to have dKiLLeR versus dde
I'll miss you, sir.
in the next round.
dKiLLeR versus dde up next. I'm so excited, you guys. This is Rance and Gwin. You're watching The Rundown. It's an amazing tournament with amazing skill on an amazing channel.